The mass shooter that killed 10 people in Buffalo, New York, has been identified as Payton Gendron, 18. He was born in Conklin, New York, which is about 200 miles southeast of Buffalo, which means he had to drive about 3 hours to get there. Last night, I was listening to Tariq Nasheed's podcast, and someone had brought up the issue that these mass shootings have something significant to do with the month of March. So I kind of looked into it myself. The first one I found was from March 28, 1891. They don't really give much information. You kind of have to look hard to find the good information. But this is the first one I found. It says, a man with a double-barreled shotgun fired upon a crowd of students and faculty attending an exhibition in Parson Hall Schoolhouse in Liberty, Mississippi. The perpetrator wounded over 14 people, mostly children, severely wounding others. Now, you don't get information right there. But this is the one I found that kind of follows up on this particular story. Now here's an article coming out of Louisiana about this particular mass murder. A brutal attempt at wholesale murder was made at New Zion Church near Liberty, Mississippi, Saturday night at a school examination concert which was given at the Parson Hall Schoolhouse, where Mrs. Dixon, colored, had just closed a public school for colored children. While the teacher and pupils were arranging for entertainment of a large audience of colored people and quite a number of white persons, and the impoverished auditorium was crowded with the teachers, pupils, and spectators, a double-barreled shotgun, heavily loaded with shot, was fired into the assembly by some miscreant, wounding, it said, 14 persons, some of them seriously, and others slightly. Baldwin Hayes will probably lose one of his eyes. The assassin has not been discovered. So the month of May is significant to these races because it signifies the start of their war against us here in Americas after slavery. But don't you be fooled thinking that, oh, they're just going to pick one particular day or month to attack black people. I mean, we have to be on guard every day of our lives, especially the black Americans. My people have to understand that these races are willing to take one for the team, meaning they're willing to kill you or more in exchange for going to prison. That's a good exchange for them. They don't mind doing it. We just have to do a much better job of policing and protecting our neighborhoods. I saw that they had interviewed this black man, and he said that he had spoken with this murderer the day before. You know, I'm just not trying to go hard on the brother, but it's always some big, tall, goofy dude with the damn welcoming mat for these damn white races. You know, we just need to stop it, man. All this old Mr. Niceness, not realizing that we are at war. You might not be at war, but they are at war with you. And they send these white races out to, hey, they are infiltrators. They're spies. They're going to see what's going on, how is this an easy target or not. And they're always running to big Mr. Nice Guy with the olive branch. I think he said that he talked with the guy and, you know, because he saw something about him, he wanted to check him out. Out of all your checking out, you didn't come up with nothing. So we got the wrong people out here checking out things. I think he said his name was Dwayne. Man, y'all need to sit down somewhere. And has a nerve to be wearing a shirt that says Black King. The Black King allowed this guy to waltz on into the neighborhood and kill up 10 people. In the article, it says that the gunman shot 4 people outside the store, 3 fatally. Inside the store, security guard Amon Salter, a retired Buffalo police officer, fired multiple shots. A bullet hit the gunman's bulletproof armor, but had no effect. The gunman then killed the guard, then stalked through the store shooting other victims. Now here's the kicker. It says police entered the store and confronted the gunman in a vestibule. He put his rifle to his own neck, but 2 officers talked him into dropping his gun. When this story first broke, and they said that they had a mass shooter that killed 10 people and was taken alive, I knew he was white. White people are the only people in America that can shoot up 10, 20 people and the police talk him down and bring him in alive. But when you're a person that is not white, you get killed on assumptions. But here's a witness take on it. He was standing there with the gun to his chin. We were like, what the heck is going on? Why does this kid have a gun to his face? He dropped to his knees, ripped off his helmet, dropped his gun, and was tackled by police. That can only happen to a white person. You know, whether black people believe it or not, we have to be on high alert because these people are coming after us. I just don't understand what it's going to have to take for black people to actually understand that. If he was a black person, when he put the gun to his chin, they would have shot him. If he was a black person, when he dropped to his knees, they would have shot him. If there was a black person, they done told you to get on your knees, and you reach your hands up toward his helmet, they would have shot him. And then when they saw that you actually had a gun, if you was a black man, they would have shot you. They have been coming after black people, rich and poor. Old evidence, no evidence. Armed or unarmed. Look what was happening with the basketball players. Fans attacking basketball players. Now you have entertainers that are being attacked. And now they're coming into your neighborhoods where they're just waltzing right on in because you got your arms wide open. That guy is still on roof. I know it's a church, but still you didn't check the guy. You just thinking that everybody has God in their hearts when the Bible tells you that is not so. Those big, goofy, friendly guys in the neighborhood that try to stop you from not allowing certain people to come into the neighborhood, you got to get rid of them people. Because those are the type of people that allow these mass shooters to come in. And at the end of the day, how would I know? Now they got some stupid excuse. When the enlightened ones knew all along that this guy came to bring trouble. You know, at this particular point in time, in this era that we're living in, anything that happens to us, hey, we have our own selves to blame. History shows us how certain people feel about us. And in your everyday lives, you see how certain people feel about us. But yet and still, you have some of us that just hope and believe in dreams. Now this guy, he wasn't some old racist guy. He's 18. Where did he learn these ways from? They're trying to blame it on Tucker Carlson. But training starts at home. We all know this. Have you noticed that they have not brought up his parents? If it was a black person, they'd be talking about your great-grandmama. But when it's a white person, they're all hush mouth. Because they're trying to protect this guy just like they protected Rittenhouse. It's the same thing. So look here, family. You got to keep your head up and just pay attention. And these guys, like in this picture right here, these big coons, hey, you got to stop them and quit letting them speak for everybody else. Because these big coons like this see good in everybody, black or white. But it's guys like this that allows the fox to come into the hen house.